The Pointing Dog Social Club is a celebration of good dogs, good people, and the great outdoors. We meet every week on the Courthouse Square of lovely Pointing Dog, Tennessee. We now join a meeting in progress with your host, Dr. John White.
Bonza Hatchie. Thank you, and welcome to another meeting of the Pointing Dog Social Club. And have we got a real special program for you tonight? We got a young artist on the show who I just met recently. Our old pal David DeLoach played mandolin on one of her albums, and he come to town singing her praises, and he played that song for me. And after listening to it, I just had to meet her. And I want y'all to get to know her. I'm talking about Miss Ashley Sofia. Ashley, come on up here.
Thank you, John. It's great to be here in Pointing Dog, Tennessee.
Well, we're tickled to death you could drive down from Nashville. And this ain't much, but we took up and made you a money corsage out of appreciation.
Oh, well, that's so nice.
I know there ain't a lot of leaves on it, but it's always a thought, ain't it? Well, look at here, Ashley. You got a great story. As I understand it, you grew up in the Adirondack Mountains.
Yeah, I grew up in a little town called Ticonderoga, New York, in the heart of the Adirondack Mountains. It's the only state park in the world that people live inside, so it's very wild, and there's a lot of protected wilderness, a lot of wildlife, way more trees than people, which I prefer. I tend to prefer as a songwriter and an introvert. But I loved it there, and it had a huge impact on me as far as songwriting and storytelling went. I grew up about a quarter of a mile down the road from my grandparents' apple orchard, and my dad was a merchant marine who came back from traveling the world with all kinds of stories and an old guitar that he gave me when I turned 21.
Well, if our club members want to hear a lot of good music, go to ashleysofia.com. You'll find the songs I mentioned and a whole lot more. Well, look here, I'm going to quit yapping and let you sing a song, which I think is one of your best. It's about the Adirondacks.
Oh, thanks, John. This song is called Adirondack Dreams.
The temperature's dropping, the trees are getting taller. Dad said when I hit the lake I should give Mama a holler. She's making something special, her baby's coming home, and I smile real big, turning on the two-lane road. 'Cause Lord knows that I've missed these mountains, coyotes howling and crystal clear streams. And I live in a big old city
Oh, I just love that song. You done a real good job on it, too.
Thank you. I wanted to pay homage to the mountains that raised me. They made a really big impact on my life.
What album was that on?
That was off my record, Shades of Blue, a brand new album that just came out this past September. And because of COVID, I haven't been able to tour it or promote it as much as I'd like to, so it's still, in my eyes, a brand new record. It's a really folksy nod to the 1970s, especially the Laurel Canyon music scene. I was heavily impacted on it by Joni Mitchell and Neil Young and John Denver, and I wanted to make it about things that are relevant and things that are happening right now, but based on the music that I was raised on. I wanted it to have this old nostalgic warmth to it. So it's got an electric guitar solo, it's got fade outs, it's got a 6-minute song, it has sitar and organ, and I think there's this really 1970s feeling of, I don't know, just warmth and home, this feeling of home on it that I love. And I'm so grateful me and the producer were able to accomplish together.
So how many albums have you recorded so far?
I've recorded 2 full-length albums. My first record is called Love and Fury. I put it out when I was 24. You can get it on Spotify. I don't have any physical copies. I've sold out of those. And then Shades of Blue, which came out in 2019. And I do still have physical copies of those. So if you'd like one, you can head to my website, ashleysofia.com, Sophia with an F, and I will actually sign it for you and write a little note and mail it to your house.
Well, you've gotten a lot of acclaim, Ashley. I know one writer said your music is the 21st century reincarnation of the Laurel Canyon folk rock sound, which says a whole lot.
Well, thank you.
And I think there's a bunch of young folks who just now are discovering some of those marvelous songs put out by Joni Mitchell, The Doors, The Byrds, Buffalo Springfield, just to name a few. Speaking of that, you got a great song called Battle Wounds that really fits that music scene. Can you sing that song for us?
Well, thank you, John. I really appreciate that. I sure can.
I've got salt on this guitar. I've got wounds and I've got scars. I ain't saying that my life was hard, but I can't believe I made it this far. I've got songs that I can't sing. I've got stories you wouldn't believe. There are things my eyes have seen, if you know what I mean. So you should go easy on me, and I'll do my best to go easy on you. 'Cause the one thing I have learned from this life is that we all have battle wounds. And Jimmy quit school at 16. He's lazy, don't you think? That's what our instincts tell us before we dig that deep. 'Cause the truth is his mom is a single mom, and he's got 3 sisters at home. So he picked up a 9 to 5, and then he picked up a 5 to close. So you should go easy on Jimmy, and Jimmy should go easy on you. 'Cause the one thing I have learned from this life is that we all have our battle wounds. And that bully back in high school, the one that put you down, his daddy would drink a 5th a night and then toss him around. And that rich old lady with the Mercedes Benz in the big house on the lake, she's got a husband she loves, and she was 21 with the tumor in his brain. So you should go easy on them, and I'll I'll do my best to go easy on you. 'Cause the one thing I have learned from this life is that we all have battle wounds. So when you're stuck in traffic and you're on your way home and you wanna flip the bird at the man who's blowing his horn, try to remember these words. Try and remember the truth, that not everybody is having a day like you. So you should go easy on them. And I'll do my best to go easy on you. 'Cause the one thing I have learned from this life is that we all have battle wounds. Yes, we all have battle wounds.
Oh, mercy. Ashley, that was just outstanding. You know.